All right, it has been a solid 3 months and 7,000 miles driven in my new Tesla Model Y. I absolutely love it. The reason I got this car, number one, is because of the dog mode. I'll show you that and what it does. Right up here, the screen comes up when you put it in dog mode, and it keeps the temperature regulated inside for your dog. Number two, what I love about this car is camp mode. You can check out some different videos of mine up here. The last one, I take this thing camping. I sleep in the back. They make a bed for it. It's really, really cool. Again, we'll regulate the temperature inside. Cool little camp mode will come up on the front. Then it'll black out, of course, so you can get some sleep. So that's been a lot of fun. Speaking of camp mode, this car has given me the opportunity to just go and do whatever I want without thinking about gas. Gas prices are somewhat high right now, and I don't even have to think about that. I just go and do, like I said. So camping is something I wouldn't do hours and hours away normally if I had a different car. So that bonding time with my son, for example, is also really great and valuable to me. So I save about $300 to $350 a month in gas with the amount of mileage I'm putting on this car. Talk about these beautiful tires, okay? Road rash or curb rash, whatever you want to call it, is an actual thing. I've done it. It's not on that tire, but I will show you on the screen. Yeah, that's not fun. I plan on, taking care of that myself. I'm not going to pay anybody because it's just kind of small parts. But anyways, about the tires too, I have done my own tire rotation. You can check that out. I actually put a video up. You're supposed to do that every 6,250 miles. I did it just before 7,000 because, well, I was behind. It's not that difficult. If you're not trying to, record and learn at the same time, you could probably do it in 30 minutes time. Recording and learning and going through the process for me took an entire hour. About the TPMS sensor as well, when you rotate your tires, other vehicles, you typically have to reset that. Apparently with a Tesla, I thought about this a couple days later, you don't have to. It will reset automatically when you change the tires or move the tires. So I'm all set there. But that brings me to my next thing, the PSI in the tires. They're supposed to be, for these tires specifically, 42 PSI. So I checked mine and they're anywhere between 36 and 38. So I'm gonna put some air in my tires today to get them up to 42, which also will affect your range, by the way. So I should get better range with the correct PSI in my tires. All right, now let's talk about the paint on this Tesla, okay? I see videos all over the place talking about how it's soft and da-da-da, and you need to get PPF, do your whole car, do your front end, this and that. 3 months, you guys, 7,000 miles. That's a lot of miles. That's about what people put on typically like in 6 months, okay? I don't have a single scratch, a single nick, nothing. And I don't do like, highway driving so much. That's like the least amount of driving I do. I do back roads, I do dirt roads. I'm like all over the place in, terrain that's not necessarily typical. I'm all about in Maine, all over. So I have 0 PPF on this car. Not because I don't want it, don't believe in it or anything like that. I've just never gotten around to it, and it's super freaking expensive and I don't want to pay for it, okay? I'm definitely not going to do my whole car, but I do think I probably will eventually get to do the front end of the car, and then also they make some pieces that go right here, which I think would be smart. I have no scratches, nothing. So my car, it doesn't have soft paint. It's actually holding up really, really well. Since we're on the topic of the paint and protecting the car, the very first item I bought for this car were the mud flaps. These did not come with the car. I put mud flaps, 4 of them, on the front and then on the back here. Now I thought with the amount of driving that I do and the terrain that I'm on, a lot of dirt roads for miles and miles, back roads, loose groundwork, whatever coming up, that I needed these. So that may be helping me as far as the lower portion of the car goes, and it does reduce your range a little bit. I have no idea how much, but it just didn't matter to me because I found that those were very, very important to have. While having a Tesla as well, you will learn some Tesla etiquette. And one of those things are if you're charging at a supercharger, you are not to park next to somebody and share their stall if you can help it, because it will reduce the speed of charging, basically. So just so you know, if you don't know this, they're all lined up and they are lettered and numbered. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, like that. So if somebody's in A, I'll just make sure I'm parked and plugged into B. I highly suggest you do not park next to anybody in a parking lot either. You need to park way far out because people don't care. They will open their door and they will hit yours. Let's talk about Autopilot. Everybody wants to know about this Autopilot and FSD, full self-driving. I cannot speak on FSD because I do not have it. Far too expensive for my checkbook. I don't know if I'll ever get it. Maybe one day I'll try it out for like a month, because you can pay like $200 or something a month to use it versus an upfront cost of like $15,000 or whatever it's at right now. It started like at 8,000, went to 10, maybe it's at 12, 15, I don't know. It just keeps going up, just like the car, right? I put the order for this car in September of 2021, and I got it in June of 2022, and it's $10,000 more now than when I put my order in less than a year ago. All right, so Autopilot. Autopilot is basically just cruise control. It will stay behind the car in front of you, but it will move the steering wheel and curve with the roads. You do have to keep your hand on the wheel, and it's kind of annoying. It takes some time getting used to, finding a position that's comfortable for you to where it can feel you there. It's not like driving a regular car, just hanging out lightly. You've got to put some force on it somewhere on the wheel. And that part just kind of, sometimes it's just too annoying. And I'd rather just drive my own car. I actually use the regular cruise control over the Autopilot more often than Autopilot itself. All right, now about one of my most favorite parts of this car. It is extremely accurate when it comes to predicting the estimated percentage when you get to your arrival place. As long as you're going the speed limit or no more than about 5 over, it will predict it to almost 100% accuracy. Now let's talk about the accessories. I've got a new one to show you today. It's performance pedals. We're going to swap those ones out that it came with these here. Now, this car too has a lot of different accessories in it. Some Tesla should just include, others just for fun. So real quickly, here's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. Got it off Amazon. This here is for sunglasses. It's from TOPFIT. Same company as the pedals I'm about to show you. You need this because there's no place to put your sunglasses. This is actually a dog bed. You can get 15% off at Snoozer Pets if you use this code. I love this for my small dog. Works great for a dog 15 pounds or less, and just buckles right in like so. You've got air fresheners, cup holders. I absolutely love this. Even these here, this is what Tesla should include, but it's an aftermarket product that I bought. This here is an additional accessory. Another accessory, this insert. I love this accessory too. It's for my Easy Pass and it makes for a nice look, just covers it there. This is another cool accessory right here from TOPFIT. It has some Velcro on the back so that it stays. I'm just going to install these performance pedal pads from TOPFIT. My car did not come with a pad for this one, so all I have to do is remove this one. Let's see how easy this is. Alright, not gonna lie, that was a little bit of a struggle. Getting the one off wasn't so much, but getting these two on really took some force and finagling. But they're on there and they look good. Really good, actually. I'm happy with them. Last thing for this review and about being a new Tesla owner. You will get more attention. People will stop and talk to you about your car. They're curious, they have questions, they want to know how long it charges, ... Kids like 10 and under, they're fascinated by it. I think they see it on YouTube, this and that, and it's just been, you know, shown to them as this very expensive, awesome car with all these different features and things like that. So they stop, they look, they point, they show their parents, they make comments, this and that. I mean, that part's kind of fun and cute, but reality is this car isn't a whole lot of money, in my opinion, compared to others. It wasn't for me exactly, because I got it for about 10 grand less than what you can get it for today, which is now a bit out of my budget. Without the attention piece, people stare. Like when you're at stop signs and stuff, they want to know like who is driving the Tesla. I know that because that was my thought process before I actually got my own. Now that is why I recently got my front windows tinted. You can hardly see me in there when I'm driving. So therefore now I can look at people and they can't exactly look at me. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.